last night? Jacob was like, he's like, I don't want to get dementia or I don't want my parents to get dementia and then my dad becomes racist all of a sudden against me. That's what he said.
Wait, that's actually hilarious.
That's a great.
Yeah.
That's
I thought it was really funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah. He's like, wouldn't that? Like, oh man, this would suck.
All right, well, welcome to the Big and Tall podcast.
Yes.
Oh, we're starting.
This is it.
Okay.
Episode.
That was the intro?
Yeah, that is.
Wow. Good job.
Episode 0 or 1?
I would say episode 0 if it doesn't air, and if it airs, then 1.
The pilot.
Okay, this is the pilot.
Yes.
Today we have the amazing Melissa Cherie.
Thank you.
Say hi.
And Ethan.
Hi.
And accompanied by...
What is your last name?
Flynn.
I never knew that.
I didn't know that either.
Ethan Flynn. Jerry at the beach.
And drummer. Melissa.
And drummer
Yes.
of Melissa Cherie. Well, yeah, thank you for coming by the studio today and joining Big and Tall live. No,
Of course.
this is not Big and Tall live.
That already happened.
Guys,
We'll get that out in post.
we're new here.
We'll get it out
Yes.
in post.
Okay, so Melissa, tell us about what you're doing. What's your latest release?
Well, we put out Baby Blue, which has been re-recorded how many times?
5 or 6.
Like
Here
a
at
lot.
least.
Because you know what, and it's like I tend to record very intuitively. But like I feel like with this one, like I had really liked the demo I did and was very like married to like I'm gonna work off of that and get that vibe. It was very hard to match. And I feel like I'm usually very intuitive, but for this one it was kind of like I need something but I don't know what. So it was kind of just like arranging all these elements. It was all arranging issues really. Like it was never like a recording issue. It was usually always a performance or arranging issue that took so long to get right.
And I feel like the song has always been good since day one. Like everybody knew that.
Yeah.
We just had to get the vision across, right?
Yeah, yeah. And like adding the Juno to like the chorus was
Let's go.
Like I feel like that really made a difference. And like y'all's production, like all the other extra stuff that you all did that I wouldn't have thought to do helped as well.
Yeah, I feel like the tough thing is like when for arrangement, I always find like you can't really tell if something's going to be good until it's kind of like mostly complete. So sometimes you get like, I don't know, weeks and weeks of work into something and then you pull back and you're like, wait, this isn't how I wanted it to go. But as you're making it, it's hard to kind of see where it's going to lead.
Yeah, I mean, it's like a painting or something. Like you have to step back from it a little bit to really take it in. And like I'm cool with that process as long as no one else wants to kill me. Like I'm cool
We
with that.
never wanted to kill you.
No, I know. You guys are cool.
Maybe Gabe though. I don't know.
I just want to put your head in the toilet. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't
Swirly.
mean that. A swirly, as they say.
5 minutes in, first swirly. All right.
No.
What were you going to say, Ethan?
What was I going to say? Well, I feel like when you record something, like you write a song and then like you record the basics for it and you hear it coming out of the speakers and you're like, this is fucking awesome. This is perfect. I'm so happy. But if it's like literally like 2 clicks too fast or like just like something's not right.
Yeah.
Then if the bones aren't good, then you're fucked. Then you just have to redo it.
Yeah, I also feel like it's hard to tell until you're outside of the studio environment.
It is because you hear it coming from the speakers and you're like,
it's always fun when you're making music with your friends.
Yeah.
You know, high fives, singing the song.
Coffee.
And then you take it out in your car a couple days and you're like, oh,
oh
this isn't
shit.
what I thought it was going to be. Yeah.
Was I drunk when I did this?
Yeah.
Maybe.
I mean, it happens all the time, you know.
Do you guys want to hear something so funny?
Yes.
When I was in community college, I think I was like maybe like 19 years old.
Where did you go to community college?
Oh, Bergen Community College.
Shout out.
Shout out.
What's the Bergen mascot?
I think it's a bulldog. I think it's a purple bulldog.
Wait, really?
Jersey's got that dog,
I think so.
dude.
They got that dog
sorry,
in them.
continue.
So I bought Pro Tools without knowing how to use it. And check this out. I thought that I didn't have to use a click. I thought I was just good enough to record without a click.
That's sick.
And everything I recorded came out like absolute garbage. I was very frustrated. I like had a plate of spaghetti and I threw it on the ground and ran
Oh, man. Where?
outside, yeah. I was like eating my spaghetti in my front yard and I was just getting so frustrated. So at that point, I was like, okay, maybe I should try with to a click,
Wow.
and I stopped using Pro Tools.
What do you use
Rest
now?
in peace.
Logic, like just at home.
Sick.
GarageBand, Logic. Shout out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bet.
Great. I'm gonna edit
Glad we
in
covered
a
that.
stop right here because I'm running out of things to talk about.
It's
if,
okay.
if you're
just leave
home
it natural.
recording, like starting out, don't fucking get Pro Tools.
No, don't do it.
Like start out
Please.
with GarageBand or Logic.
I
Don't
beg of
believe
you.
their lies, dude. Don't settle because you're incompetent. No, I'm just kidding.
Or get Pro Tools and learn how to
I'm
use
just
it. But like,
You-
I
Use-
actually agree 100%.
because there's
with
not
that.
like preset like instruments
Actually, I would
on
just
there.
do freeware. GarageBand's free, Reaper's free.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
do
for
all
it.
the free stuff first, and
That's how you
then
learn.
if you really want to get into it, then go to Pro Tools.
Yeah. It's not worth the investment if you're not going to like stick to it.
But like I
so
was,
there's
yeah.
a free option. Go for it.
Or just go to a studio where somebody else knows how to learn,
Yeah.
run all that shit.
Yes, it's protein shake time.
True. Oh yeah, I'm
oh.
shaking my protein shake.
I love protein
Make sure
shakes.
you drink very loudly into the microphone.
ASMR.
Nice slurp.
I hold on, stand by. Let me see if I can do this. No, I can't do it.
Live reaction.
That was the worst sound.
Can't
I've
wait to
ever
edit this
heard in
up,
my
dude.
life.
Can't wait to edit this up. I'm going to put effects on it. It's going to be great.
Like a bunch of reverb.
Yeah.
So as we were recording this, it's Halloween.
Oh yeah,
That is
today's
true.
Halloween. Happy
What's your
Halloween.
favorite Halloween song? Anybody?
Thriller.
Great choice.
Classic.
I've always thought it was so weird that the highest selling album of all time and like Michael Jackson's like maybe his biggest hit is just like spooky,
Ooh, spooky.
you know?
Yeah, it's a good. All good.
Are you good?
No, I'm just making sure the camera's still on.
I like
Yeah.
the Halloween theme song, like the from the movie.
Yeah, that one's
That
good.
little piano line.
Spooky.
That's a good one.
How does it go again?
It's
I'm glad all of you sang that.
great. It's also
I think-
great for a meme.
I think mine is the Monster Mash. And
I was
know
just
Oh,
gonna
that-
that's
say,
yeah.
I
That's,
know that
I fuck with the
that's
Monster
basic,
Mash.
but
it's my runner-up.
it
That's
slaps.
a good one.
It's just
That's
an
a good one.
endless
slaps.
good time.
It slaps.
That's my friend Josh's least favorite song.
Oh,
It's a graveyard smash.
He's like,
It's a
fuck the
graveyard
Monster Mash.
smash.
Why? It's a good song.
He doesn't like the
Is
Monster
this Josh
Mash.
from Jerry at the Beach?
From Jerry at the Beach, yeah. He
Shout out
fucking
to
hates
Josh.
the Monster Mash. I don't really like it either.
Mm.
I got to
Is
stand
it too
with him on
good? Is
that.
that the problem?
It's probably because it's too good. We're like, fuck, I wish I wrote the Monster Mash.
That I can
I-
get behind. Yeah.
I mean, that would be good to have written.
Honestly, the only reason I like the Monster Mash is because I used to have this puppet that would dance.
Named Mortimer Snurd.
It was like a Frankenstein. I mean, and you sound like Howard Stern when you talk.
So,
You have a nice deep voice. And whenever I hit this puppet, he would sing the Monster Mash.
that's kind of cool.
that's cute.
I
That's
think
sick.
it might have been my safe zone when I was a kid or something. I don't know.
Something, trouble at home, you need to go up to your room,
Yeah.
listen to the Monster Mash.
hmm
I didn't know my birthday until I was 8.
You didn't know your birthday?
No.
Wait,
How didn't? How?
You
Can
couldn't
you
just
explain
keep it
that?
straight,
Yeah,
or
I
nobody told you.
Nobody told me.
Damn.
did you celebrate? Did they celebrate
So
your
I thought
birthday?
Halloween was my birthday for the world.
Aw.
So like nobody explained that my birthday was 2 days earlier.
So the Monster Mash has a totally new meaning. It's
You know
also
what I'm
your happy
saying?
birthday.
Yeah. When you were
Mm.
little, did they just combine? Like,
So my mom always had a Halloween party, and that was my birthday party.
Oh,
oh,
So like, and obviously I'm an idiot. So like, I didn't put it together.
obviously.
Until one year we had a party on the 29th, and I was like, sweet, early birthday party. And then they were like, Gabe, your birthday is the 29th. And I was like, oh my God.
You're like, no fucking way.
I've been
I
lying.
thought Halloween was for me. Like, I did not
Oh,
understand that the holiday was
so
a national.
What
cute.
about school, dude? When everybody like gets candy and shit, you thought that was just for you?
Yeah.
This
I
is-
literally
This is
thought
where
that-
that narcissism began.
This is
dude.
where it
Yeah.
began, dude. I thought the whole world was celebrating me.
That's awesome.
Well, they should.
Well, they should.
Yeah,
I agree.
mean,
they should.
know.
It's your birthday and it's Halloween.
Yep. That was dark.
So back to music. No.
So it's Halloween, and I just released my music video, Baby Blue, and
Yeah.
I previewed it to Tommy and Gabe. What are your reactions?
I loved it. I thought the shots were really good. It was edited very well. I like the kind of the lo-fi effects, or I don't even know anything about cameras.
Like
or
the
anything.
film.
Yeah, the film vibes was cool, and Kyle looked amazing. So that
Thank
was
you.
awesome.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah.
Gabe, what did you think?
I think it came out literally amazing. I love the coloring. I love the editing. Whoever freaking made this, who made it?
So the person who made it, his full name is Joseph Martinez, but he goes by several different aliases: Jamar, Uga, Lean Salesman. I think his business name is Uga Really Did That or something like that.
I gotta look this guy up.
His Instagram, I think, is Uga Designs,
I
but he
looked
also has
him
another
up.
one.
There was no content on it yet.
Ooga Booga is his other Instagram. But he's amazing. He had the
Really amazing.
I like everything that he does. And I think like I've realized when you're working with media as an artist, when you're working with visual people, because like I had maybe tried a couple of different video people and I just didn't like the result I was getting. It was too I'm about to go on a rant now. I literally made a PowerPoint to Uga about what I wanted and what I specifically did not want, because there were a lot of, sorry to say this, there's a lot of music videos out there that I don't like and that I don't think are very good. And I wanted to make something that was going to be something I was going to be really proud of and something I really liked. But most importantly, something that followed the vision, because I found that too many video people are concerned with getting the shot that they want, as opposed to like, we're going to make a piece of art to the artist's vision.
Yeah, yeah.
And so like Uga is also an artist. So I feel like he vibe with me on that really well. And so I literally made him a PowerPoint with just like examples and like different kinds of, like I used as a reference a music video by Always.
Oh,
I used
sick.
Mary Mirachi
It's a good video.
Yeah, it's a good video.
for like the film effect. I was like, yeah, we definitely got to do something like that. But yeah, I wanted something kind of specific, and he's also an artist, so he just like really leveled with me, and his editing. The video is great because of his editing.
Yeah, it's really cool. Like every shot, it's like whoa, it's really.
Can
cool.
you explain? Well, actually, yeah, you can, because the video is going to be out when this gets released. What's the rough storyline of the video?
So I
think I got it, but I'm just trying to.
So the rough story. So I wanted to kind of keep it kind of loose, and be more about just like making an interesting narrative rather than something set in stone. But I think what we got in the end was, I put a flower. There's a bunch of headstones. They're not. No one's actually buried in front of my house, but there's 3 memorial stones, and they kind of look like headstones. And so I put a flower down, and I feel like it like triggers like Kyle, who's like a ghost, to like become obsessed with me and start following me around.
You're an angel.
Yeah, and I'm an angel.
Yeah, yeah.
And Kyle just kind of like he becomes obsessed with with you know, me, who's like an ideal of goodness or whatever. And like he's like a, you know, he looks insane. He looks like
a ghoul kind of.
Yes, we wanted to make him look
ghoul.
very ghoul look. We put like makeup under his eyes and
I
stuff.
love that. He looks so good.
He looks so good, and he was so into his costume too. Like he brought his shirt that had holes in it, and like we really roughed him up before.
Shout out to Kyle.
Shout out to Kyle. We
Kyle,
love
he's a great
Kyle.
guy.
He's a great. What kind of shoes do ghosts wear? This is my Halloween joke because I heard it on the radio today. Anyone? What kind of shoes do ghosts wear? Anybody? Any takers? I actually have 3 answers now. Boots.
Oh. How did we not?
Sorry. The other one I heard was goulashes.
That's good.
One.
And then someone, sorry, this is horrible. The third
No,
one,
There's a third one?
no, there was.
No.
Lost Souls.
There you go.
Is
Souls.
that a brand of shoes?
I
I know
don't
Soul, but like
I don't think so.
I don't mean to
Sorry,
deconstruct your joke.
That was horrible.
No. It's
That
That
was
my
good.
Halloween content.
aw. Thank you for
What are
that.
you guys doing for Halloween?
We might be hanging out with Brian later.
Brian who?
Shout out to Feed Me to the
Shout out
Forest.
to Brian Antelos
Let's
from Feed Me in the
go.
Forest.
At FTF.
FTM.
FTX.
Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah, I don't know. We're just goofing around. We had our Halloween show like maybe last weekend.
Do you remember Big and Tall's Halloween show?
I was sick.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, we
I
couldn't
I did not
really
expect
wanted.
that answer.
I really
Sorry.
wanted to be
How was
there,
the show
but I was
last
sick.
week? How was the show last week?
Oh, the show
It
last
looked
week.
sick.
Oh, that was good. There
Brian
was
was dressed like a full wizard.
Oh yeah,
they were the
They were all
Wizard
wizards.
Council.
They were wizards?
Yeah,
Pretty tight.
right. There was a mosh pit during Baby Blue.
That's sick.
It was really sick.
I cannot believe.
I couldn't keep it together. I started
was
just
so funny.
laughing.
Oh yeah, I think I saw that video on
Yeah,
Instagram.
Sometimes it is hilarious.
There and the funniest part is I'm probably the least heavy band there, and there was only the mosh pit during my set,
You're sick.
and no one else's,
Oh man.
and everyone else was so much heavier than me. But yeah,
It was Feed Me. Did Dan's band play too? Right?
no,
it
it
Dan's
was
band?
it was Feed Me, Raccoon Cheesecake,
Okay.
and Spitshine.
Spitshine, that's right.
Shout out to Spitshine.
True.
all
When
of our
is your
friends.
next show?
Our next show is November 4th, at Finnegan's
Oh, that's
with
soon.
yeah.
That's Friday.
I think
right?
this is it's this weekend
Let's go.
with Camino, Togs. It's a really cool band from Brooklyn. What would you say Togs reminds you of?
They're like B-52s or the Talking Heads. They're
Oh,
like
really
kind of like
cool.
oddball
Nice.
post-punk. They're so good.
Nice.
They're like one of the best bands we've ever played with.
Oh yeah,
That's a sick show. Finnegan's is fun.
Finnegan's is
and
cool.
Alexander
It's
Yearns.
fun.
Oh, full
We love
band?
him.
And
or
who?
just Alexander?
I think it's just Alexander.
Sick.
Oh,
Either
Alexander
way.
Yearns.
Alexander.
Wow.
Yeah, let me tell you something. He played here once, full band, and I lost my mind. I
He
like
also
started
did.
screaming,
He was so
like I was
good.
possessed
Yeah.
by the spirit of rock and roll. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah!
Thank
Like-
God for the blues.
Yes.
He was on some other shit that night. I don't
Yeah.
know what was going
That band
on.
is great.
That
Well,
was crazy.
They
I fe-
rehearsed here for months
Mhm.
with that lineup: Liam, Aaron, Andy,
Yep.
and Alexander. And I would hear it from upstairs, and it just sounded like insane. Like they were doing like Elvis tunes and shit. It was really cool.
It's crazy. That show that night, I forgot what it was or whatever.
I think it was the Laura
Laura
show.
was
Yeah,
playing. But
Laura.
who opened that? Vertical.
Vertical. Yeah, it was a wild night.
Alexander was
Yeah.
on some shit that night.
Yeah.
He was on some shit that night.
I
That
felt
was
like
crazy.
they just like took control of everybody in the room and like made them fall in love with them. It was
Yeah.
crazy. I never seen anything like that.
His songs are just like, unbelievable. You know.
It was great, and I feel like it was like they had one long continuous set, like they didn't really stop
Yeah,
to like,
yeah.
and I really like that, and I like that they started at 10, and then kind of brought it down, like in terms of energy, like their last couple songs were kind of like more laid back, and just I think it's just everyone in the band was putting their whole pussy into the performance.
Absolutely.
Yes, I think like
Absolutely.
something about them. I felt like I wasn't being performed to. I was like being invited to participate with them. I don't know how to describe
Like
it.
like we were intruding on what
Yes.
was going on. Yeah.
Well, like I said, for months, that's what they would do down here for like 3 hours at a clip, and they kind of like loved performing in this room like that. So there's kind of just we got lucky that they said yes to perform on that show because they're just like so good. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And in this environment too, they just knew how to do it. You know?
I feel like he's very like purely just into making music.
Yeah.
Like he's not like a content guy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that's why it
Yeah.
felt like he's not like performing to us like please listen to my music. It's just like, yeah, you want to hear us play? Like
Yeah.
this
It's
is
for
it.
him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's when stuff is the best.
Yeah,
you
I
know?
agree for sure.
I appreciate he's a very spiritual person. He's very religious. We've had like conversations about that, how just like he sees music making as like this like spiritual act. And I love how this podcast we're just admiring Alex for like 20 minutes.
He's a good guy.
Shout
because he's so
out
great.
to-
He's the goat.
But also to marry this to the music video, it's like what Ethan said about, you know, like a genuine performance versus content. I think with my music video, for lack of a better words, it was more like I didn't want something that was just going to be content.
Yes.
You know,
That's
I
the,
wanted something that
it's
was
more
going to be
than that, yeah.
standalone art. You know,
that's the we were talking about like, you know, when you were having trouble before, like with finding the right person to like do the video,
yeah.
and then eventually like finding Uga and like he knocks it out of the park and actually you know executes your idea well. That's like the difference between video guys and
Right,
film
we were
guys.
talking about
yeah.
there's video guys and then there's film bros.
Like video guys are the people that are like not gonna listen to you
hmm
and
Yeah.
just do everything like how it technically should be
Correct.
done.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know, like they watch like Marvel movies and they're like, everything should look like,
Spider-Man.
everything
2.
should look like shit and piss and just like have bad coloring
and be overly saturated.
and just be like, just like shit.
and have just too much contrast. And like,
I feel like those are the people you use to get like raw footage from.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do shit yourself, and then if you want something more artistic, you gotta find somebody like the person that you went to.
because like there's such a not niche, what's it called? Like there's such a stereotype for a music video where it's like, let me guess, shots of the band playing, and then maybe there's a narrative, and then there's a slow motion scene, and then maybe there's a close up of, some kind of something. It's just also cheesy to me.
Looks too HD.
Yeah, it looks very HD. Like, honestly, I wanted something that looked like found footage.
Yeah.
Like,
It
I wanted
has a
something.
personality,
It has
itself.
personality.
And that's separate and connected to the music.
Yes.
Which is like, I feel like it's inherently just weird to do music videos
Yeah.
in general. It's just like performing to the track that you've already recorded under a microscope
Right.
in the studio. So it's
Yeah.
hard to find a creative way to do that. So it's cool that you got it,
And and I feel like it truly represents what I had in mind for the song, but also I feel like it represents me as an artist. Like when I work with like video people that are maybe too like I said, HD or up close or whatever,
Just getting the shots.
it just doesn't feel like it represents me, and it doesn't feel stylized enough. You know what? And I was even telling Uga, I was like, don't make me a damn pop star. Do not portray me as a pop. I don't want to be portrayed like that, because that's not who I feel like I am.
Yeah. That's not what the song represents.
Yeah, it's not what it represents.
It's a rock song.
It's a rock song, and it's. I was written in my backyard, so I filmed it in my front yard.
In Woodridge?
I actually did write it in Woodridge.
Hell yeah.
That's right. I'm from Woodridge originally.
It's a Woodridge original.
Woodridge OG.
We were all looking at the same moon that night.
We were.
Yeah.
Same exact.
I was gonna say it's so rare when like a good song and then like a good production and then a good music video all come to one.
Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
rare.
It is so rare.
It
it's
is
so
rare.
hard too.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
To conceptualize all
It is
of that.
hard.
You know what I mean? How did the storyline of the music video, how does that relate to the lyrical content of the song in your eyes?
Let me think of
Just
that
out of curiosity.
for a second. Does it even relate to the lyrical content?
Doesn't have to. I was just curious.
I'm like,
You could. There's a roundabout way you could get there.
I think there's a
Certainly.
yeah.
What do you think?
Well, I think the musical tone, like it's totally there. But I was
The
just
musical
curious.
tone, yeah. The lyrical content, I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know. To be honest, I don't know if there's any relation at all. I feel like the narrative I had in the lyrics and then the narrative I had for the video are kind of completely different. Because like the narrative in the music video is just kind of like, all right, well, fuck you then, I guess.
Yeah. I guess my thought is like, I mean, I've heard the song like so many times. So now like having a visual element to it kind of changes what I'm hearing a little bit in a cool way.
Interesting.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? So I have that experience of like hearing the song a million times in a bunch of different ways. So I don't know. It's just like a new piece of content for me to be
That's
like,
really
oh
cool.
shit, cool.
Yeah.
I didn't think about this world that could exist within the song. So I always like when that happens. So I feel like music videos, they either drop before the record comes out. Like that's the first thing you hear
Yeah.
and then you attach that to the song.
Sure.
But sometimes they come out like after you've been listening to music for a while. Then it's like a whole new thing can come out of it. I love when that happens.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
It's pretty rare.
I'm really glad that happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You look tired, Gabe.
I started to fade there for a second.
Sleepy.
It's because you just ate lunch, dude.
I did just eat lunch. And
Aw.
now I'm sipping on my second lunch.
Mm.
I remember Gabe used to always say,
Remember when I spilled Burger King?
well, okay, we should definitely tell that story.
Yeah.
We were
I
across.
don't remember.
Maybe not.
I don't think I was.
So Gabe had asked me to sing in the choir with the Woodridge choir,
Let's go.
and like everybody was there. Nate was there.
Nate.
Andres was there. Everybody had I don't. And so we went to dinner. Were you there for the dinner? Were you at Justin's?
I think I bowed out of that one
All right. It was
for
like
a lot of reasons.
Shout out Justin's Woodridge, New Jersey.
Justin's Woodridge. It
Just
was
best.
Justin's. God
Still
damn.
doing God's work over there. Slinging pennies.
it was you, me, Ty, Charles,
Oh my God.
and we were all sitting.
Charles.
Charles. Charles.
Shout out Charles.
It was like a 5-course meal. It was a lot. and Gabe got very drunk.
Right.
And so,
As he does.
I mean,
Right.
and so the restaurant's right across the street from Gabe's apartment.
Mm-hmm.
So we went back to his apartment and we went upstairs and Gabe DoorDashed Burger King.
Back in the day, we used to refer to that as second dinner or
Yeah.
dessert dinner.
It
depending
was
on
dessert
who-
dinner.
It was dessert
If
dinner.
it's fast food, it's dessert dinner.
Right.
If it's a chain restaurant,
It was second dinner.
second dinner.
Yeah.
And so I had met Nate for the first time, like, because Nate had come in and I just like, I think he just like flew in from out west. And so this was my first time meeting him ever. And you spill Sprite on the floor and we're both just cleaning it up. And I'm like, nice to meet you.
Wow.
It's a hell of a way to meet somebody.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, you
That's a
spilled
bond that you two will have.
Sprite on
forever.
the floor and like there was ice everywhere.
It was definitely a massive soda. It just.
It was a massive
Jesus.
and you were like you were just like laying.
Resting, if you will.
Yeah.
Recharging from a
Yes.
long night.
Yeah. When I went on my benders, they were bad, but the benders were mostly Domino's related.
Or shout out to Buffaloes. We had a couple
Oh
Buffaloes
my
benders, dude.
God. I highly recommend everybody go to Buffalo's
Mhm.
Chicken
Oh, yeah.
in Woodridge, but
Hackensack
not
Street.
before a session.
No.
Yeah.
After.
It's got to be a nightcap, you know?
Mhm.
Got to be near a bed.
It'll take you out.
Mm-hmm.
After
my-
every single show, we get White Castle.
Oh yeah, after every single we get White
Wait,
Castle.
really?
You go to
Yes.
Heights?
Woodridge?
Sometimes in Woodridge, sometimes not in
In,
Woodridge.
Hackensack.
In Hackensack.
On our way
That
back
is
home.
horrible. That is a horrible thing to say out loud.
But I can't eat White Castle without feeling like I just played drums. Like
Yeah,
That's what it's designed for, dude.
guys.
it's just so it's a perfect
what?
end to the night.
what do you get?
Well,
Chicken
I always
rings?
no.
Oh.
I love their chicken rings,
Chicken
dude.
rings?
I've actually never had the chicken rings. I always just get 2 sliders, root beer, and big onion rings.
Yeah,
You guys on a fucking diet?
Two.
I usually
I would get more, you know.
I usually get 2 or sometimes just 1 because I have a small tummy.
Damn.
Yesterday,
I wish my life
oh
was like
God,
that.
guys.
last night we ate.
Last night I
We had a bunch of leftovers for dinner and we ate them. But then Melissa was like, "I'm still hungry. I'm gonna DoorDash or Uber Eats a single slider."
You did
No,
that
2
here too,
sliders.
Melissa, and I got just as mad. You're like, I'm gonna DoorDash a single slider. I
You
was
got
like,
2
what is wrong with
sliders
you?
and some onion rings.
It's protein.
It's
There are
protein.
so many better options than one single slider.
But
I know,
What about taste?
but what about taste?
Taste,
There
I'm
When
not
I was
sure
a
there are.
when I was a young boy, I used to eat the microwavable White Castle burger.
Oh, that's a sin. That's a crime.
That is
man.
also
Yes.
horrible to say out loud.
but
I was.
but how many
godless.
bites did it take?
Ethan counted how many bites it takes for me to finish a single slider. It takes 10 bites.
Whoa!
wow.
Damn, I don't even want to say what I do to those things.
It's a 2-bite affair, if you ask me.
Oh,
Tops.
tops, yeah. Yeah, dude.
I mean, you could do it in one if you know.
Although I don't
Feeling
like when people
particularly
bring White
peckish.
Castle to the studio. That's something that I don't like.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's a very specific smell that lingers for several days. I've noticed that with 2 other establishments, Papa John's.
Oh,
Okay, we had a Papa John's incident where somebody left some Papa John's in the
an
garbage.
incident.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
and
dude.
it's like 3-day or
Yeah, and it was
ordeal.
the
Oh,
pizza had
no.
fucking onions on it.
Oh,
It was horrible.
That's a lot.
They put it in like the secret garbage that we have that we never clean out.
the one in
And
the bathroom?
Yeah. I was like, why does it smell like death?
So
in here?
that's the thing with the sliders from White
Mm.
Castle is that like a lot of them have onions on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if you bring it in a studio and then it just smells like White Castle for like 3 days.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
You got to air the room out.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Dude, I was going to
Well,
say,
no, one single slider. is
Chipotle
different.
does that too, man.
Chipotle does
Really?
that.
And everybody loves Chipotle.
Oh.
It's when
Fuck Chipotle.
people buy like a 20 rack.
I
of White
agree.
Castle.
A 20
A,
rack.
a crave
20
case.
racks.
I believe they call it a crave case.
Oh, whatever. They buy the crave case
Yeah.
and bring it in here. Our
Not that I
studio's
would know.
damaged for like
Oh,
2
no.
days. We gotta put the mics away. Like everything's on lockdown.
People are going to be singing.
Yeah, I
their song,
usually
White
I usually
Castle.
don't have to put the dust covers on the mics, but White Castle, yeah, I gotta put everything back in their boxes. It's not
You never
great.
had chicken rings?
No.
Not from White
They're
Castle.
Not from White
delicious.
Castle. I once had chicken fries from Burger King.
Those were
That
good,
shit
and then they
pops.
got
Those are
rid of
also
them.
That
good.
pops.
Peppery, you know?
Yeah,
Burger
like a
King.
little something, little peppery. Yeah.
You guys ever
What do you guys think about McDonald's?
No, I was about to
Pretty
say
good. I almost ordered
Sorry,
Sonic
rank
the other
'em.
night.
no, I was gonna say don't Burger King fries. I always say that as you guys know.
Yeah.
They scratch your throat when you're sick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't eat Burger King.
Yeah,
so I don't
we're not really
know.
Burger King
Especially not when I'm
people.
sick.
Next time you guys get a
Okay.
little sore throat, a little bit of that Rona or whatever, just go
Order
get some
Burger
BK
King.
fries.
Scratch your throat real good.
It opens up
Dude,
the pathways.
It literally
Wow.
scratches your throat for you. Like when you
Mhm.
have a scratchy throat, just have Burger King fries.
Okay.
And it like there's something in it like scratches
Yeah.
it as it goes
Damn.
down.
It's like the
Mhm.
salt.
It's the salt or the MSG.
I think McDonald's is the best tasting fast food.
Yeah,
Popeyes.
me too. I agree with that.
Oof.
That is true. Popeyes might be it.
Popeyes is the best one.
But I feel like Popeyes is different because they're like fried chicken. But if we're talking about burgers,
Burgers, it's Wendy's.
That's yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
How many quarter pounders have you had from McDonald's
Yeah.
recently?
Does
Plenty.
Five Guys count?
Oh.
No,
Or we not?
that's a
That
different
doesn't
kind of
No,
thing.
no, that's
All
disqualified.
right, just making sure. Shake Shack doesn't count.
That's a different thing.
Shake Shack
if
is
you're
different.
if you're like kind of spending an arm and a leg,
And if you're waiting like 10 minutes.
and if you're
yeah.
waiting and you're ordering on a screen, like no,
So that's fast casual.
fast casual.
Mm.
Panera would also count.
I
I'm not
fucking
gonna
hate
fuck
Panera
Panera,
bread,
dude.
dude.
Yeah,
have
that's
a
what you
vendetta
said
that about
against
that.
We're
Panera.
very anti Panera.
Why do you
bread.
like Panera?
We love
Because it
Panera.
tastes good, dude.
It
Tasty soups,
It
mac and
fucking
cheese.
tastes good. The autumn squash soup.
Autumn squash soup fucks. That's like our special place. That's like the place we go to
We
maybe-
like.
maybe we
love
should chill.
Panera.
during the week. That's like our casual date night.
I can
Mhm.
respect that.
hmm
Yeah.
Okay,
We feel
I'll leave it
how we
alone.
feel. Yeah.
I'll back off for now.
Their desserts, their little cookies are good.
Little cookies.
I really don't like their grilled chicken Caesar salads.
Well, don't get that then.
Boom.
Get something else,
Boom,
man.
roasted.
You got fucking destroyed, dude.
Get the barbecue chicken sandwich.
I feel like their chicken in general is not that good.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
their soups. Their soup I think is the big seller. Soups are the big
Their
sellers.
bread is good.
And the bread, of
Yeah.
course. That's why it's called Panera bread.
Yeah.
Their
A
chips
nice
are good.
little baguette. Fucking eat that whole thing myself.
Damn, that's a lot.
Bread bowl.
Bread bowl.
The most vile
Oh,
thing they've
God.
ever done is serve soup in a bread bowl and then give you bread on the side as well.
Yeah,
I have
it's
seen that.
insane. Yeah.
That's too much.
It's American excess right there.
hmm
I think best French fries though. Anyone?
McDonald's,
Probably Mickey D's, dude.
Best nugs, McDonald's.
Wendy's.
Wendy's nugs are good. Dude.
Wendy's.
Wendy's
yeah.
nugs
No,
are good,
no, no.
but
McDonald's is
Oh, no.
superior.
McNuggets have like a thing to them that nothing else.
Yeah, that's true. But they
has.
also make me feel like I have cancer, dude.
Me too.
when I eat them.
After I eat McDonald's, I do want to kill myself.
Yeah,
like
Yeah.
no other
Yeah.
fast food makes
Dude.
me want to die.
I
My-
could taste a McNugget right now. I
Oh,
guess that is the best. It's that iconic.
You can taste it now.
Yeah.
Have you had
can feel
Burger
it.
King recently?
No.
Yeah, me neither.
Every time I have to eat Burger King, I'm like, damn.
That
Guys,
Warwick Burger King, dude.
That's a good one.
Warwick,
Do
New York's
you-
Burger King. Yes.
I'm sorry. Do you do you remember there was a time like circa 2007 where Burger King had chili?
I do
That
remember
is-
this.
Oh, that's no.
Yes.
That's horrible.
I never
it was
ate it.
terrible. It was awful. I remember once
Oh.
I went to the movie theaters. I was like, I don't know, in 6th grade with my dad, and I was about to be sick. Like I was getting some kind of stomach virus, and my dad, was a weekend hang out with the kids on the weekend kind of dad because my parents were split. So every weekend I would see him, and we went to the movies together. I think we saw Willy Wonka. We saw some shit, and then he
Oh, yeah.
and I told my dad, I'm like, I feel really sick. I feel like I'm gonna throw up. And he's like, okay, but I got to get your brother dinner. So they go to Burger King, and my dad just eats Burger King chili right in front of my face. And I feel like I'm going to just throw up,
Yo.
Not helping the matter at all.
not helping the matter at all. And so, I went home and just immediately threw up.
Oh,
I know.
That sucks.
Yeah, Burger King chili's a no for me.
I
I
honestly,
can't
for me,
believe they would
dog.
even try. That's insane.
Wendy's chili is good though.
They have chili.
They do.
Wow.
It's good.
What did you see at White Castle that feels like it should be illegal? It's like clam.
They have a lot of.
Oh, it's
they've
the
been
clam
clowning
strips.
around.
Oh, God.
John
Lamb
Kahn.
strips.
John Kahn, I mentioned
That's
White Castle to
horrible.
him, and he was like, "Yeah, man, I always get the clam strips there." And I was like, "What the fuck? Why would you do that? That sounds so
That is something
bad.
only he would
Shout
say.
out to John Kahn.
That's
We
beautiful.
love you.
Like, why would they have that?
Well, just seafood from a
Sounds
fast
illegal.
food place.
I'm
is
not
just-
doing it.
It
Yeah,
feels illegal.
Absolutely not.
You ever been to Long John Silver's?
We were just talking
I've
about
never even
how
seen a Long John Silver's.
about how Long
You gotta
John
go out to
Silver's
the
not
Midwest,
real.
dude.
Yeah,
That's
I
where the
guess.
Arby's come out. The Long John
The
Silver's.
Arby's, Long
yeah.
John Silver.
Arby's is not bad. Hot take.
Arby's.
I just haven't really been to Arby's since I was
Yeah,
like
just get out
Yeah.
on
7,
80,
and my dad was like, "Fuck it, we got to go to
eat
Arby's."
some roast
you know?
beef, some casual fast food roast
Mhm.
beef.
Yeah, I like roast beef, man.
No, they have good mozzarella sticks there.
They have good fries as well. Waffle fries, I believe, or curly fries.
I really want to try Wendy's breakfast, like their stick. What's it called? Their French toast sticks.
That sounds good.
I had Wendy's breakfast once, and it made me sick. And it was gross.
Oh no!
You told me it was
Rest in
bad as
peace.
well.
McDonald's breakfast,
That's on another level.
unreal.
The best
Pancakes.
like convenient breakfast sandwich is Wawa.
Yeah, I can get around that.
The Wawa breakfast sandwiches are like
They're pretty good.
every time I eat them, I feel like
A little
as
heavy
happy
on the
as I did
cheese.
when I was like a
A little
little
heavy on
kid.
the
No.
cheese.
Let me tell y'all something. We went on a vacation. We went to a diner in Socrates for breakfast, and we're like, yeah, we're gonna eat a big ass breakfast because we're gonna go hiking right afterwards. And it took both of us out.
How dare you?
Stand by.
Stand
I
by.
love Socrates. It's great.
It was beautiful.
I used to play baseball up there when I was a
Mhm.
kid.
Damn.
Where'd you guys go hiking?
The
We went-
Ashokan Trail.
The Ashokan Rail.
I went
Trip.
there
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the summer.
Really?
It's like that big,
Yeah.
just straight downhill.
It's just straight.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you get to that like bridge kind of a thing.
Yeah, the
and you see
bridge
over
thing.
the whole reservoir.
It's
Yeah,
so
it was
pretty.
so pretty.
We
It's
loved
the
it.
best.
But like we ate this giant breakfast and it took both of us out. Our stomachs both exploded.
Mm.
It was horrible. It took me out so bad. We went back to the Airbnb. My stomach exploded and then I fell asleep.
You took like a 30-minute nap
I took like a 30-minute nap.
while I shit.
And the next day we were just like, we're going to Dunkin' Donuts for breakfast. And that's
Nice.
it.
Get
I'm
some
not
hash
used to. I
browns.
don't eat a big breakfast normally. So like whenever
Yeah.
I'm like on vacation, I'm like, oh,
Those
I'm gonna-
upstate Route 87 diners.
Which diner did you go to?
the Village Diner
no.
in
Don't
Socrates. It wasn't bad food. It's just my body isn't used to anything more than like a bowl
Yeah.
of cereal.
I
It's
think
a
we were
temple.
both just like, oh, we're
It's a
going
temple.
hiking. We need energy. So we're just like,
Yeah, eat some eggs.
I just
Get ready
had
to go.
Dunkin' breakfast today. I had
it's good.
a wake up egg.
I love
How
those.
are those?
Dude, so
They're so
I
good.
see a lot of
Egg and
people
cheese.
ordering them whenever I'm
Egg and
getting coffee
cheese and
It's
then
not too
hash
much.
browns.
there. All right.
Perfect. That's all
It's
you
like
need.
350 calories.
That's all you need.
Fucking so good.
That's all I need, honestly. Like, I'll eat that and feel great. Because you know what? My breakfasts are usually. So we were joking around in our band that each of us have like our own like breakfast. Like Ethan breakfast is a large coffee, an extra large coffee, and a single Activia yogurt.
Yep.
Melissa breakfast is a single egg, a piece of toast, and a Zoloft. Like right before my business meeting.
That's awesome.
Michael breakfast, our bass player, is a carefully prepared oatmeal for 20 minutes with bananas, blueberries.
He's a thoughtful guy.
Yeah,
Their oatmeal smells so good.
their oatmeal. They take forever on their like they perfect their oatmeal. Maple syrup, cinnamon. Like they go all out. And then Dan breakfast is just like a bowl of cereal.
Dan was like,
Or
I don't
nothing.
need breakfast.
Dan's a working man.
Dan's a
Yeah.
working man.
Yeah.
Dan's
Dan's got shit to do.
got shit to do. You know what? Whenever I need help organizing, I just
He's
call
the guy.
Dan.
He's a very
like,
reliable guy. We had him
shout
fix
out
our
to
board.
Dan.
Remember when he fixed our Mackie?
Dan
Yeah,
played
Dan.
with Switchfoot recently.
I saw that. It
It was really cool.
was sick.
He loves them, so I was so
We love
happy.
Dan.
Yeah.
We love Dan.
Dan's a great guy.
That
Yeah.
theater over there is cool in Montclair. Just like a giant theater in Old Montclair. Wellmont.
What would the Gabe breakfast be? So those are all of our breakfasts. What would Gabe and what would
I
Tommy
don't
breakfast
know. I
be?
have to think about that.
Whew. I like 2 eggs and then a piece of toast. That's usually it.
So on a
If I
weekday,
have time.
yeah, on a weekday I have just a protein shake every day when I leave the
Okay.
house.
That's fair.
But on weekends, 2 eggs, bacon, rye toast, well done.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Diner.
Well done.
That
Meadowlands?
diner.
Oh,
Meadowlands.
fuck the Meadowlands.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro.
I gotta say that. Leave him alone, man.
Dude, you literally get your food served by a walking cigarette, dude.
I got matzo ball soup there
Ethan, what the fuck, dude?
because strangely,
You're playing
like,
with fire, dude.
because-
My grandma loves the matzo ball soup
and
there.
I was like, I've never had matzo ball soup. I guess let me try it at the Meadowlands Diner for the first time.
Hor-
It tasted like somebody put a piece of styrofoam in a hot bowl of piss.
Good matzo ball soup is not that far from that, but yeah, that
I
was
mean,
a bad
yeah.
I
choice.
just have to say, I feel like it's more your fault than the diner's fault.
I mean,
You know
you're
what I'm
probably
saying?
right.
Yeah. Honestly, if you get like a normal diner thing from there, it's not that bad.
I
Just
mean,
the
you can't
vibe.
fuck up an omelet.
The vibe is horrendous.
Well, when I went there, Abby, with my whole family, Abby got like the Southwest burrito for breakfast. And I was just like,
What are
can
you
you
doing?
just get like 2 eggs scrambled with bacon, please? Like,
Some home fries.
Home fries.
Yeah.
My whole
Yeah.
family, that's all we get, you know? You can't trust that. And she got a
Mhm.
gyro the next time.
A
I
gyro.
was like, yeah, we got to chill.
Stop
It's
getting
like
experimental here.
it's like going to a diner and being like, my fucking like mustard glazed salmon isn't very good. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, because
You're on Route 80.
Hey,
Do you see any bodies of water around here?
yeah, what are you expecting?
17.
I'll have the oysters.
Yeah, I'll have 6 oysters on the half shell.
Yeah. Man, we had a bunch of oysters up in. We're still talking
Socrates?
about food.
So
Yeah, we did.
We went
Hell yeah.
to.
Oh, we went to this French restaurant that was really good in Kingston.
I
called-
busted for sure.
Shout out Kingston.
I'm probably gonna say this wrong, but Le Canard Enchaîné.
That's
I
not right.
I don't know if that's right. It's called the chained duck, and we got duck. I ate a snail for the first time ever.
That was good.
Duck
was
is really
interesting.
good.
Duck is the best.
Duck is
meat,
really great.
probably.
Yeah, Kingston slaps.
That was a cool
Kingston.
town.
You ever go up there?
I don't remember.
I used to play football up there when I was in high school. It's really nice.
Yeah,
whole
I never
area.
had a snail either.
I was like a little bit afraid. Ethan was brave. Ethan
they
was just
cook
like, give me the
snails?
snails.
What kind of? What
It
do
was,
they do?
they were cooked and they were, I mean, like drenched in like garlic and butter.
Drenched.
So it was like,
So it was really good.
it was. I
'cause-
mean, it
It's
was
kind of like scallops at a restaurant.
Ba-
but they just-
basically,
yeah,
it's
it basically it's a similar texture.
You're just like, what
was
is a
good.
scallop?
Gabe's like looking at us like
What does it taste like?
tasted like garlic, dude.
it honestly just
Oh.
tasted like garlic. I don't know what it would have tasted if it wasn't drenched in garlic and butter.
Probably don't want to know.
I also like every time I looked at it when I took a bite, I was like,
You just
I'm
gotta
eating
pop
a
the whole
Fucking
thing
snail.
in your
Gary,
mouth.
dude. You're eating Gary.
I'm like, I'm eating Gary. I can't.
I don't trust anything French in general.
Mm.
No.
Damn.
What about fries?
Yeah.
Well, you call them freedom fries.
They're freedom fries. Wait, where did you see that? They changed the name at some restaurant.
To freedom fries?
Yeah, I'm
For
pretty sure
what
it's-
reason
it's
now?
Something really big like Wendy's. Or something. It's something like or like Applebee's.
My Wendy's would never do that.
Chick-fil-A.
Applebee's would do that. Yeah.
Dude, somebody like major was like, "Oh no, we're changing the name to Freedom Fries."
What did the French not back us up on this time?
All right, well, I'm not gonna get into it, but
You don't want to get Gabe going on the French, dude.
I do have some hot takes on the French.
do.
Wow.
Listen,
The hot take being, if it wasn't for us, they'd be speaking German. You know what I'm saying?
that's a very good point. But without them, you know, we probably wouldn't be eating like, you
No.
I'm trying to
Good
find
duck.
out what restaurant, dude. I can't find
know,
it.
like they contributed so much
They-
to our cuisine.
Our cuisine.
Speaking of French, this is a test for Gabe and Tommy. How do you say my last name?
You go first.
Which one? Your stage name or your government
My,
name?
I said my stage name.
Stage name? Cherie.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, Cherie.
Okay, good.
And then your government name, you pronounce it McDormand.
No.
What is your last?
You know what?
name?
My
McDermott?
last name formally on the record is McDermott. I'm a Mick.
Shout out to Ireland.
Formally
Shout out
on
to
the
Ireland.
record. What does that mean?
Huh?
Formally on the record?
No, like formally.
Formally.
Yeah, not like formally like past, like formally like formally.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
You're good.
Melissa McDermott. Okay. Oh,
It's
yeah.
a good name.
It's a good name.
Double N.
Alliteration, yeah.
You know, it's fine. You know,
Nice American name.
Mm.
it's a nice American, but Cherie is my middle name.
Oh,
Like
I
for
didn't
real.
know
So it's
that.
like
Oh,
not just
really?
yeah. So it's like
Oh.
my actual name. Yeah.
It makes so much sense.
I did not know that.
But you have no idea how many people are like Cherie. I'm like,
Cherie.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I feel like I feel like I've heard people pronounce it wrong actually, and I just
Yes.
let it go.
Yeah, I just let it. I don't. It's
Pick your
fine.
battles.
How do you
Yeah.
pronounce my last name?
I say,
I think you all get it.
Baye.
is it okay?
Wow.
Is it Val
correct.
Valley or is it Valle? Because I
What?
feel like the double L makes the y sound. It's Valle, right?
And yay, right?
Ethan.
You got this.
Valley.
So I pronounce it Valley, Gabe Valley,
Okay.
but I think it's technically Baye. Like
Baye.
Baye.
Valle.
Baye. I don't know.
It does sound cooler than Valley.
It sounds
Depending
more
on your
ethnic.
perspective on life.
Like it sounds more fancy.
Ethnic.
like
You
Like,
backpedaled
of
on
your-
that
of
real
your
quick.
culture?
No,
Well,
please- please
literally,
expand.
that is more like ethnic.
like of your culture.
What culture?
Mexican.
Oh, right. Sweet.
Sweet.
Okay, what time is it?
We have been recording for 45 minutes.
Oh,
so probably
that's
around 40
perfect.
minutes.
Right,
The
'cause
first
we're
5
talking
was
about-
a gimme. So
We have a nice 20-minute interval. We talked about fast food.
Yeah.
Is there any questions you guys have about music related things? Wanna wrap up.
So many.
What's your favorite albums that you've heard this year?
Put out this year or just that I heard this year?
Just that you heard this year.
Probably SOS by SZA.
Sick.
Mitski's new album is really good. Right? I feel like I'm missing a big one. Ethan, am I missing? I feel like I'm missing a major one.
Something that came out in 2023.
Just that you've heard.
Or that we've heard.
Yeah.
Or that we've heard.
Midnight's Taylor Swift.
Sick.
Gotta.
I mean, I know there's. I don't know. I'm thinking of like things that I'll play in my car, but I don't want to just presume.
A really good band I heard this year, Everlit from Union City.
Oh,
Yes.
They rock.
They played here.
Why do we know
Oh, they
that?
sounded great.
Who did they play with?
They played here with who did they play here?
Feed Me the Forest.
Feed Me the Forest. Yeah. Oh
100%.
yeah, they
Yes.
did. They played with Feed Me. Because I think Brian Kazuki.
Secret
Gardens. Yeah. And
By
then
the way, I love them.
Yeah, they're
yeah,
awesome.
That's a whole
they were
nother
really
animal.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Everlet's also sick.
Everlast.
They
And
were
ever
so
since
good.
then, I've been seeing their name pop up a lot. Like I guess I didn't recognize it.
Yeah.
But now I'm seeing them all over.
Yeah.
They're
Were they?
awesome.
They're more on the hardcore side, right? Or am I wrong? Am I thinking the wrong band?
I don't think
Wrong.
so. Yeah. But they're just really tight. And I was gonna have them play at Finnegan's. They had to drop out.
Okay.
But yeah, I was gonna have them play on the show just because like they're so good.
Oh, did you put together the Finnegan show?
I did
Let's
actually. I
go.
played at Finnegan's last time, and the owner apparently liked it so much he like tracked me down and was like, "I want you to come
I
back."
think I was there. I think we were both there.
But you guys,
No,
we
I
did
don't
Blue
know.
Ravine, but then you guys played another one.
Oh, I
Yeah.
was thinking of the Blue River show.
But I know that
Yeah.
guy. He's like actually Irish, right?
Yes, his name's Owen.
Super
Better be.
cool. Super
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
He's like,
Really
this
cool.
scene you got. I can't do an Irish accent. That was vaguely
Yeah, he was
Italian,
so
but
nice.
This
What
scene
was-
you got.
Yeah. Well, this is cool. We gotta, do more shit. So,
Yeah.
but then, that's great.
He was really nice.
Finnegan's is awesome.
That's a cool place.
Yeah, Finnegan's rocked.
Okay, so November
4th,
4th at Finnegan's Pub. What time?
8 p.m.
8 p.m. We're gonna see Melissa Cherie. Who else?
Melissa Cherie, Togs, Camino Walker, and Alexander Yearns.
Wow,
Sick
what
lineup.
a lineup!
Yeah.
Right? It's gonna be cool.
All right, well, that concludes our episode 1. Thank you everybody for listening. Like, subscribe.
To what?
and
Whatever you're listening to this on, subscribe to that.
My band
don't-
Jerry at the Beach has an album coming out
oh yeah,
That is
when?
true. The new singles are awesome.
in
crazy-
December. The album drops.
December.
Yeah.
Sick.
We have an album coming out.
Oh,
When?
I feel like
Jeez,
Gabe's
I
like, how
jumped
do
the
I
gun
miss
on
that?
Did you
this.
put a release date out on that? You don't have to say it. It's all right.
Not yet. Because you know what? It's so hard to like pick a good day because I'm like, I don't want I'm always just like very touchy about okay, but everything has to be done. And like you just like working with other people's deadlines, it's like I want to be realistic about it.
Yeah, of course.
At this point now I'm just like, do I want to put it out in 2024? Do I want to wait till January?
You
Like,
got to
the
make sure
holidays are
Pitbull's
over?
not dropping on the same
I got to
day.
make sure Pitbull's not releasing an album on the same day.
Happened to us many times.
That
Pitbull.
sucks every
Yeah.
time. It's
God
like,
damn, Mr.
it's
Worldwide.
I love Pitbull.
dale.
I do love Pitbull. too.
Dale.
But like,
Hey.
Okay, so we have a new album with the release date TBD.
Yes.
Jerry at the Beach in December.
in December, it's called Who's Jerry.
Mhm.
Wow.
It's very
And my
fun.
album is called The Hearth.
We will have to have Jerry at the Beach on the podcast.
Yes.
Yes.
Dude,
We could talk
Everyone will
to Josh
get
about
canceled.
what did Josh not like that we disagreed with?
the Monster Mash.
Yes,
It's
we
his
can talk
least
to
favorite
Josh
song.
about the Monster Mash.
I'll be
If
ready.
you ask him his least favorite song, he immediately comes out with it.
Wow.
Monster Mash.
I gotta study that song up maybe and make sure.
No, it's good. I studied recently. It's good.
Okay.
Did like a Rick Beato style deep dive on what makes this song great. Well, it's scary. It's got monsters.
It's all the marks for me. Yeah.
But yeah, listen to Jerry at the Beach. Listen to my new shit. Listen to Monster Mash if you want.
And the new Baby Blue video
Yes, and please watch that.
Today, right?
today.
Today.
We're gonna release it right after
Today,
this.
Halloween. Happy Halloween, folks.
Woo.
All right,
Spooky.
all stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Yes.
All right.
Eat Wendy's.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.